Welcome, everybody. My name is Oshari. A lot of you know me as Oshen. I am a V3 rank in RoyalQ. And today's topic is on strategy mode. So we are going to be discussing the 3 types of strategy mode. I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. Please, my co-host, please help me admit people into the Zoom, because once I start sharing my screen, I cannot do that. Star, you are welcome. You are welcome to today's meeting. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen and get started so that we will round up early so we can ask questions. Now, once I am sharing my screen and starting, if you have questions, please don't fail to drop your questions on the chat box. Make sure you use the chat box. Also, once I'm done, we can unmute ourselves and ask our questions. But once I'm doing the presentation, you can always drop your question on the chat box so you don't forget. And if I'm going too fast, also you can let me know so I can slow down. All right, so I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm launching my RoyalQ app, the best financial app in the world. It's only when you don't know how to use it. But if you know how to use it, it's the best. So I'm just going to pick any coin here. I just want to get to the strategy mode. Okay, so this is the strategy mode. Usually before here, at this part, you are going to see strategy mode, but after the update, it's still called strategy mode, because if you go into where is that? One shot. Okay, so let's get back to what I wanted to show you where you can see it as strategy mode, but let's get to the point. So yeah, if I'm too fast, just let me know. And if I am not audible, please, my co-host indicate. So here, before, it is, you are going to see strategy mode displayed. So it's actually called strategy mode, the 3 modes. And when you tap on that, you will see the 3 strategy mode, the 3 strategy mode. The first one is called whole warehouse mode. Second one is called sub-bin mode. And the third one is called the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Everything on our robot here has a meaning. They are all functions to better win trades. So all these functions you see in your robot, they are to help you win trades. Most of all these functions are not there while you are manual trading, like your margin configuration. There's no shorting when you manual trade. There's no callback when you're manual trading. So the robot has a lot of features to help you, to give you an upper edge than manual traders. The robot gives you an upper edge over manual traders. But if you do not know how to use this robot correctly, you'll find that you would not really love it. But once you know how to use it, all the functions and how it operates, you would be able to win trades. You have an upper hand over manual traders. So the first one is whole warehouse mode. Now this mode, this particular function closes your trade as a whole. So your take profit, you make profit at once as a whole. So if you have, for example, your margin configuration and your robot has been buying your margin configuration, if he buys your margin 1, buys your margin 2, your margin 3, whatever margins it buys for you or it has bought for you, it doesn't sell it individually. Once you put it on whole warehouse mode, it doesn't sell your margins. It doesn't give you sub-sell. It doesn't do sub-sell. It doesn't do sub-profits. Once you put it on this strategy mode called the whole warehouse mode. The whole warehouse mode only can make profit for you uptrend. It cannot make profit for you downtrend. But your margin configuration functions will still be working, meaning it is still going to be buying your margin. And what whole warehouse mode does is that it reduces your average price. It reduces your average price once there are subsequent buys. So if he buys your margin 1, for example, I'm just giving an example. This is an example. So for example, you are trading BTC and BTC is at $80,000. You entered BTC, depending on the capital you have, you entered BTC when BTC was $80,000. So your entry price is actually $80,000. That's where you entered from your first buy. Now, if BTC drops, of course, it will buy your margin because you do not trade without margin. Please do not trade without margin call. If it goes down, it buys your first call. If it buys that first call, it will reduce your average price. Now, what is your average price? Your average price, remember, is you entered BTC at $80,000. Now, when it buys that margin 1, it will reduce it. You won't need to wait for that coin. You won't need for BTC to get to 80,000 or 81,000 before you are out of the market. Now, this also depends on your take profit, okay? So it reduces your average price. If it buys the margin 2, it will reduce it again, meaning you won't have to wait at the particular time where you enter the market from. So that's how whole warehouse mode works. It sells all your buys at once. So it works with your whole position take profit ratio, which is your final take profits. So once that coin pumps to your whole position take profit ratio, so for example, you set like 2%. If that coin pumps to like 2%, it's going to sell that trade. Everything it has bought, all your margin it has bought, is going to sell it at once and close the trade and give you your profit. So that is what whole warehouse mode does. Now, another thing you need to know about whole warehouse mode is, if, for example, you forgot, you like trading sub-B mode real-time settlement, but you forgot to change your settings, your trade settings. You forgot to put it in sub-B mode real-time settlement, and it is in whole warehouse mode. Now, if it has bought up to your 5th margin, you cannot change it again. I'm gonna repeat. If you wanted to trade, if you wanted to use strategy mode for sub-B mode real-time settlement, and you forgot, you did not put it in sub-B mode real-time settlement, you didn't actually click on it to put your trade in sub-B mode real-time settlement, you left it in whole warehouse mode. If it has bought your 1st margin, your 2nd margin, your 4th margin, and your 5th margin, and you remember, after it bought your 5th margin, your margin 1, your margin 2, your margin 3, your margin 4, and your margin 5, if you now remember and say, I forgot to put my trade in sub-B, I want sub-B mode real-time settlement because I want to be getting profit real time. I want to be seeing my profit in real time. I want to be making money downtrend. You cannot change it when it has bought your 5th margin. You can only change it before it does that 5th margin. So, for example, if you forgot and it has bought, your robot has bought your 1st margin, your 2nd margin, your third margin, and your fourth margin. And you remember that I'm supposed to put this, my trade, in sub-bin mode real-time settlement. And you go back and you notice that it has only bought maybe your margin 1 or your margin 2 or your margin 3 or your margin 4. You can switch to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. But as long as it has bought your 5th call, you cannot, and you are on a running trade, not a trade that has not started. Your trade is running currently. If it has bought the 5th call, you cannot switch back to, you cannot switch it to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. You have to wait for that trade to give you profit and close, then you can correct your mistake. But there's something about RoyalQ that is lovely. Even if you make mistakes in RoyalQ, you won't lose money. It will just cost you waiting time. Unless the mistake, if you go and unless you do not mistake and go and click the sell button. But any other mistake, it can just cause you delays. You won't lose money as long as you do not click on the sell button when your coin is currently in floating loss. You will not lose money. So that is that for whole warehouse mode. Whole warehouse mode cannot make you money downtrend, can only make you money uptrend. Now, the next one is sub-bin, is almost like sub-bin mode real-time settlement. What sub-bin does is that it's usually from margin 5 downwards. From margin 5 downwards, it sells your profits individually for you individually. You can sell your 5th margin, your 6th margin, your 7th margin, your 8th margin individually. But it doesn't settle you in real time. So once it sells those profits individually, it is kept in those profits. You'll be in your robot, you'll see that there are sales. It will be showing you if it is in sub-bin. If you are in sub-bin, you will notice that if you put it in sub-bin, it will be showing you that your robot will be giving you notification of sales. You know, if the coin is pumping, if it sells maybe your margin 8, it will give you notification. If it sells your margin 7, it will give you notification. But it will not settle the profits unless the whole trade closes and gives you profit. That's when it will show you your profit in real time. It will settle your profit. It will not give you those individual profits the way sub-bin mode will give it to you in real time. It will settle it for you. So you just know that you are making profit, but it doesn't settle you in real time. It waits for that trade to pump all the entire position. Once the entire position closes, once that entire trade gets to the take profits, it will sell and it will record all your profits for you. People that want to compound, they prefer to use this one. People that don't want to maybe touch their profits in bits, you know how sub-bin mode real-time settlement give you, maybe, for example, can give you cents. Maybe if your margin your margin 5 sells, it give you cents, or your margin 10 or your margin 9 can give you $1, can give you cents, can give you $2. People that do not want to, you know, touch their profits, their individual profits or their margin profit, they like to compound. They want, once this trade finish ending, they want all their profits as a whole. They can use sub-bin mode. So that's what sub-bin mode is about. Also, you can switch from sub-bin mode to sub-bin mode real-time settlement anytime. Even if your robot has bought your margin 10, whenever you feel like, you can switch. This one has no restrictions. You can switch at any time. Now, the last one is sub-bin mode real-time settlement. This is the one most of us really use. And yeah, you know, we like to see our profits Even if it's sent, let's just see something there. I just want to see it to be recorded. Again, sub-B modes will not be recorded, like I said, until that trade has closed entirely. You will now see your record. So most times, if you are in sub-B, some people, they even make mistake and put it in sub-B, but they are getting notification of sales, but they go to their profit details. It's now called profit details. It was called revenue details before, but it is now called profit details. If you've not updated your app, can't update your app. Once they go to their profit or revenue detail, they will notice that they are not seeing any record of any profit there, and they will be wondering, I'm receiving a sale notification, but in my profit details or revenue detail, I'm not seeing anything. It's because it doesn't settle you real time. It waits for that trade to get to your take profit. Once it gets to your take profit, it's going to sell and it's going to give you all the money, and then it will record your profit for you. That's when it's going to record the profit. So if you made $100 during the up and down movement, it's going to record your $100 at that particular day and time that it did the final sale. Now, sub-B mode real-time settlement is what most of us use, and this particular one starts from your fifth margin. It starts from your fifth margin. So from your fifth margins downward has an individual. You can sell individually, and also you have an individual take profit for it. Yeah, I said this on my last Zoom, which is called the distributed and take profit allocation. Okay, so because it's on 4 margin limits, that's why you cannot see the distributed and take profit allocation. Distributed and take profit allocation starts from your fifth margin. So if I put 5 here now, you see that distributed and take profit allocation will pop out. And it's asking me to set a take profit percentage for my fifth margin. So you can just leave the default. This is default 1.3. Don't make it too high. So that's why if I come here, put my margin call limit to 7, if I click on distributed and take profit allocation, you will notice that 5, 6, 7 has shown up. So you can change whatever profit, take profit you want for your individual calls. So from your fifth call, let's go back to our strategy mode. So from your fifth call downwards, sells individually. So sub-B mode real-time settlement, whenever you put it in sub-B mode real-time settlement, right? And your fifth call sells, it's going to give you the profit immediately. You are going to see it in your Binance exchange, and it's going to be recorded also in your RoyalQ revenue and revenue details or profit details. So that's what sub-B mode real-time settlement does. Sub-B mode real-time settlement helps you to make profit downtrend. Okay, it helps you make profits downtrend. Also, remember that your first buy, your first buy, your first call, your second call, your third call, and your fourth call, they sell as one, irrespective of any strategy mode you are putting it. Your first buy, your first call, your second call, your third call, your fourth call, they sell as a whole. They do not sell separately. Separate sales start from your fifth margin downwards. So once you notice that maybe your eighth call has been sold, your seventh call have been sold, your sixth call have been sold, the market pumped, your fifth call has been sold, what the robot is going to be waiting for is for your TP to hit, which is your whole position take profit ratio. It's going to be waiting for that TP to hit. So for example, if your take profit is 3%, it's going to, once that coin gets to 3%, your robot is going to sell your margin 4, your margin 3, your margin 2, your margin 1, and your first buy together, and then close that trade. That's it. And then if you are doing one shot, you can get signal, enter a trade, and start a new cycle. So basically, that is what these 3 strategy modes are used for, and it helps, especially when there is a downtrend in the market. If you are using sub-B mode with time settlement, you'll be making sub profits, while you'll be seeing small profit. At least you'll be using that one to hold your side while the market recovers, get to your entry price, and then get to your TP and finally closes the trade. So that's what this 3 strategy mode is for. And why most of the time, why we say we should use a sub-B mode with time settlement is a lot of people, they are not really patient to wait. For warehouse mode, you have to wait for all the position, like for your coin to pump to your take profit, for it to sell before you even see any profit. So most of us, we are not really patient. We just want to be getting some profit for the meantime while the coin gets back up. So yeah, that's why we suggest most times we use sub-B mode with time settlement, but it depends on whatever preference you use. Anything in this robot, there are no rules. It depends on your preference. It depends on how you like it. It depends on the type of strategy you are using. That's why it's good to know how to use the robot, and then you can decide on which strategy is best for you. So I believe I have been able to explain the 3 strategy modes. Do we have any question? Do we have any question for the 3 strategy modes? Let me give you people room so you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Did we follow my explanation? If I call somebody now and I ask, you'll be able to explain the 3 strategy modes for me? Says no from my side. Okay. If you understand, you can type 1 in the chat. And if you don't understand, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. If you understand the 3 strategy modes, you can type 1. And if you don't understand, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. All right, so do we have any question? Do we have any questions so that before Leader OBM comes on board? Any question?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Abraham.
You're welcome.
I just joined today.
Okay. You do not have an activated robot?
I have it. I've activated my robot. I activated it. That was on Sunday. That was just yesterday, Saturday, thereabouts.
You're welcome.
I've just started trading.
You're welcome.
As a learner, as a beginner, which of them do you think is the best for a beginner? That's
You said what?
For the 3 modes that you explained, as a beginner,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
which is the best for the person as a beginner to start with?
I would say sub-B mode with time settlement as a beginner, because for you, you might not have developed that type of to wait for a trade to close at once before you get any sort of profit. As a beginner, you want to invent something coming in. You know, as a beginner, you want to use that but yeah. But if you are somebody that you've been in the business and you've been in the space, you might have gotten a lot of patience, you might have gotten a lot of courage. You can wait a very long time for your trade to deliver, even if you don't see any sort of profit. But as a beginner, I would say you should use sub-mode real-time settlement so that at least you can be earning profit downtrend.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Someone on the chat says, can we get the recording? If yes, then how? Well, however you got here, you will get the recording. The recording is always dropped on the group. So you would get the recordings on your group. That place you got the link to join this meeting. The recordings will also be posted on there. So thank you. I believe we do not have any other questions. So this is very important. Most of you, when you forget to put your strategy mode on sub-mode real-time settlements, and it has bought your fifth margin, you will not be shocked. Say, you come to your plan and say, I want to try to switch, but it's not switching. You know the reason why it's not switching now, because it has bought your fifth call. I'm talking about you being an ongoing trade and is in whole house mode, and it has bought your fifth call. You cannot switch again. You have to wait for that trade to close in profit, and then you can correct your mistakes. Again, like I said, you use the robots, you will not lose money. If you make mistakes, mistakes are allowed. We are all human. Sometimes too, I even used to forget. You don't lose money from mistakes. It can only cost you delays. So that's also an amazing thing about this robot. All right, so since we do not have any question, I'd like to invite the OBM to just come and, round up, do the closing. With the OBM is a B5 in RoyalQ, which is now called the team partner, is our leader. And I would like to welcome him with the OBM. You're welcome. Good evening, sir. And you can take it.
Thank you very much. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your location. Thank you. You have really done justice to the topic today, and I hope everybody got something, one or two, to gain. Now, this is one of the meeting that your team members should attend, because if you really, apart from trading, really should know what our business entails, and so that we can actually enjoy all the benefits, in the bot. So if you enjoy it, and if you know the benefit of the bot, you can actually, with your full chest, tell other people about it. And if you are so passionate about this, there's no way your income will not increase. So when you are trading, you're making money, and your team members are making money, it's a thing of joy. Like I always say, 2021, we just started. We didn't really know what we were doing, but right now we know what to do, So how not to be in a lot of floating loss, that's waiting time, and to make money every single day. Do you want me, you want me to share my screen, or?
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
I should share.
Yes, please. Hello, Dalvia, are you there?
The ocean. You will share your screen this night. We'll not go for you again.
What do you want to take my screen to?
What do you want to take OBM home do?
I use am ginger myself now.
May you use your own ginger ourselves too.
Now we go use you ginger all
Now
of
let's
us.
go make the energy they come from the same this thing. Text it.
Leader KK, oh yeah, share your screen, round up. I think Leader OBM is having challenges. Leader KK, oh yeah.
See me see wahala. Person where the text when you share your screen, they put this. You are putting it to me again. Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah.
do the
I
rounding for us.
challenge you. I put it to you. Oh yeah, take it up.
Leader
Let's
KK, Leader KK, a whole V4. Please do the rounding for us. Leader KK success. Everybody, this is Leader KK success. It's a V4. An honorable V4 member in the house. Leader Florence, I beg. My screen. My screen. I just shared my screen now when I was explaining the 3 strategy mode now. Leader KK, oh yeah, round up for us now.
Okay, OBM is having network challenge, right?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, this is a member activated member class, but I don't know. It's possible we might have new prospects. I don't know. In case we have any prospects, you can signify type you are a prospect in the chat box. Let's know. In case we have any prospects, you're coming to RoyalQ presentation for the first time. Somebody invited you through the link, and today is your first time hearing or listening about RoyalQ business. Let's meet you. In case we have anyone, just type it in the chat box. First timer. So talking about the tonight class, that's eye opener. I call it eye opener. Eye opener to money making in using RoyalQ features effectively. It's not everybody that purchase the robot, that have the robot, knows how to use it productively and profitably. Well, you see, one of the important and very good favor anyone can do to him or herself in RoyalQ is you having the basic knowledge, the features of each features of RoyalQ robot and functions is very, very essential. Very, very essential, because not only going to be useful for you, it's going to be important as well in guiding and mentoring people, 1 or 2 people you are bringing to the business to establish them. Get the point now. So you must be you that you want to establish someone, you got to be established. You got to establish yourself first. And how can you establish yourself? By taking all these classes very serious and learning as much as they are available to us on a daily basis. Thank God we have a daily class now where we treat different topics from our team. So it's only irresponsible person or lazy-minded soul, someone that is not ready to move forward and get better, that will still be giving excuses about the business of what he, or maybe giving excuses of not knowing much as supposed to. There's no excuse for anybody. Every damn thing you need to know about RoyalQ, we are treating the topic on a daily basis, different topic, so it's left for you and I to utilize it effectively and profitably. I won't deceive you, the effect of the training, many people are getting it. And you, who are those people? Those that take it so serious on themselves, and they are not keeping it to themselves alone as well. They try to tell 1 or 2 persons from their family, from their team, to to also attend the meeting. You get the point? So because I would not want to dwell more on what is it coming and sharing screen or no sharing screen. Almost every one of us that we are here, we know what we are about to share. So we can't be repeating the same strategy and every time. But we need to tell ourselves some facts, the way how it's supposed to be. You get the point? Because we are all members here. Sharing skills should be majorly encouraged by prospects meeting, which is the one of Sunday and tomorrow, Tuesday. You get the point? So every skill we want to share, we have the copy on the group already. The one OBM used to share, you understand? So majorly for member. You see some people. I don't know what is behind Ocean and sharing of screen. OBM has intoxicated.
It motivates me. It motivates me.
Which one is motivating you? You share your own to us too.
It motivates me to do more, boss. If
we want to motivate.
I see that $200,000 used to motivate me.
Type it in the chat. Type one in the chat if we want to.
Everybody, thank you so much for
type one in the chat. See that's how she be running away. You also be following money low key. You this lady. We don't go good for you tonight.
Anybody that type one in the chat, your trade will not sell.
It's a lie. Type one in the chat box if you want Ocean to share a screen. Until you share a screen, you are not what.
All right. I'll share my screen on the next meeting. I'll share my screen on the next meeting.
How? Why postponing it?
See, Thomas Shadow. You people trade will not sell.
Ocean, share screen.
You see now?
Oh God.
Let's keep it
coming. How much is there?
No,
it's not
that even this is one thing you don't understand. You are one of the lady. You understand that we see. So it's not of good point for us to be sharing as a man every time. At least let's see a lady.
This is not only to a gender
base. A lot of men in the house. That if this young lady can be getting this figure, wow, then God is stopping them. Am I lying? I'm speaking people's mind. You can see now. Yeah, they say yes.
What happened?
I'm speaking their mind. So take it up.
No
they
problem.
I'll
share my screen next Zoom. Okay. I'm just
what is going on here?
an upcoming.
Which one is upcoming?
V3 now.
Why are you running away from sharing your
I used to post I used to post my screenshot on the group. I'm not afraid of sharing screen. Why would I be?
What is that the big deal? Yeah, we know you can't keep all these great mind people.
People are bullying me because I'm a girl. Even Florence, that is a girl, self, did not even support me. Now wow.
She want to be encouraged.
Leader Share, I want to be encouraged.
My madam.
May you see that your screenshot small. You don't take.
I'll never encourage you. Oh yeah, now let me share my screen.
Not encourage you, Taya. May you encourage us. That's what they are fighting for.
This is my screen. Can we see my screen?
Yes, we can see it. Can you all see it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm speaking people's mind.
What should I click on? What should I click on now?
See question. See question.
I should talk now.
But each one, what did OBN used to share?
Leave me and my people. What should I click on? If they don't know what I will click on, I will not share my screen. What should I click on now? Share my screen.
Don't share it. Go back to your homepage. Go back to your homepage. You want to see your profit.
This is my screen. This is my screen. This is my screen.
Imagine.
Wow.
Imagine, young girl.
Wow.
This young girl.
Hey, if I were a man, I for don't go apply.
Apply for it. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah.
My own small yard dey shake, but very soon, with my small one will enter 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, small. So yeah, this is my screen.
What is it called? Well,
She-
is there any man now, any husband wey go do shakara for this one like this? Away.
You dey
Huh?
oppress
Then
people.
they do shakara for me, oh. Then they do shakara for me.
These guys are kind of lie. They go.
What
If we
is
do
your
shakara, now we
TikTok
style,
account?
not anyhow. Now we style and respect.
My
Now.
TikTok account. Ocean Crypto. OSEAAN, then crypto. I just share money on TikTok. People should tell me so that I'll know. Yes, so that's my V3. That's my V3 account. We are pushing. Thanks to RoyalQ.
That's a whole lot. That's massive. That's massive, baby.
That's massive, baby. So
like one
everybody
guy. That's massive now. We are talking about over 12 million naira there. From Team Reward, do not even trading. Our trading is not even there yet. Our trading profit. So if she can do it, so I don't have to share my own screen or whatsoever. People are tired of my own screen. They are tired of OBM, especially OBM. They are tired. So at least let people be seeing earnings of $1,000, $10,000, $5,000, so that the possibility will be there. You see, some people seeing big figure, they will think that hope people do not go and do camo. Hope people do not go and do screenshots. What is it called? Photoshop.
That's true. So
yes,
now that I've shared my screen, if I'm sharing it next time again, you'll see the improvements. On it.
People will definitely find it easy to believe seeing that figure, 8,000, 10,000, 5,000, $1,000 in profit, total profit, and build the courage. You understand? So if they now see OBM home, they will know this one pata. At least they have seen some upcoming leaders. You understand what I'm saying? So we need to encourage ourselves to be sharing our screen, no matter how level we are. It doesn't matter. So to bring a lot of courage and belief to V1, V2, and those that are just getting started, and see that everybody, every back office they see bigger figure there, they all started from somewhere. And if those people can do it, they can do it better. I used to remember. I remember that time when we were started. I used to imagine, oh God, will I be able to make? When will I get to $10,000? I was focused. I used to share it now, if you can remember, that 10,000 is the goal. Once I click 10,000, the belief called it increase again. The target is 20,000, and that was it. I hit 20,000. From there, I set target again. Me, I'm a goal setter anyway, and I'm a go getter at the same time. I set a goal for myself, and I work towards it back to back, non-stop. So when I got to 20K, I set another target, say 30K is the next goal, bit by bit. I hit 30K, I hit 40K. At the same time, getting closer to 50K now. It's just like a dream. Just 3.5 years down the line. So where will I be imagine that some time will come, I will now accumulate or do a business, and I will be having like 50K. It will be quite unbelievable or stuff like that. But with a step after the other. A step after the other. That's what many people lack in building business. As an entrepreneur, you set your goal gradually, achievable goals, realistic goal. You understand? Bit by bit. and you expand the goal as time goes on. As time goes on. You understand? But some people, they will just see somebody back office, $50,000, $100,000. They will like, Omo, how can I get this figure by the end of the year? Abba. Abba. If it's that easy, everybody will have become successful. And you understand? It's that person with that figure get started gradually and start building it up, setting goal, and he keep the focus on, keep his head up, and and that's why the result keep coming without losing focus. You understand? A lot of people that lose focus and run after Ponzi scheme. You understand? And we stick to RoyalQ with all we got on it every time, every day. We are getting the results, and we are never where we are yesterday. We are always getting better because we are putting all our energy in one source, in one business, majorly. We are not diversifying or splitting our effort. So the result is accumulating. It's accumulating. And those guys that went after Ponzi scheme, 99.9% of them, they are what? Most of them are back to square one. Why? Because they keep on losing money to those guy hands. They are not smart. They are not wise. They are dollar. They are dumb. I used to call them dumb. Their thinking faculty is low. You see anybody running after Ponzi scheme after they have failed over after they've done like 2, 3, 5 Ponzi scheme, and they keep doing it. How can people so low, their brain so dull, that you keep on repeating the same thing the same way and you're expecting different results? It's out of insanity. Out of insanity. You see people doing the same thing the same way, expecting different results. How is that possible? You keep on following Ponzi scheme, and you know that these people are going with your money. No, anybody you give your money, they're not reliable. They can disappear. I was reading one of the group I belong to. The guy was saying, "Don't put money again." I was somehow devastated. When will these people, this guy, when will they liberate from village people? Sorry for me using that language every time. I used to tell them call them village people. They are village people work. It will never make them to get to the right, on their track of experiencing financial freedom. You can't be running after Ponzi scheme and you say you are building business. What are you building? You are building nonsense. So a business that can collapse tomorrow, that can disappear next tomorrow, they will know where to be found. So what are they building? They are building something or nothing. But when you have a system like RoyalQ, well set up, well decentralized, so we are building on a solid rock, because it's a win-win game. Our money is not with the company. Nobody money is with RoyalQ company. They are making money. We are making money. They are happy. We are happy. It is when we are happy, that is when RoyalQ will be happy. So their work, their effort, everything RoyalQ is doing on a daily basis is how the members will always be making money and be happy. But because they know when we make money, they make money. When we are happy, they're happy. So that is how a legit, reliable, sustainable business has been set up. But you see people, when it comes to business that require their efforts and build a legit business online, like RoyalQ, most of them, they will not want to build a solid rock business because it requires tenacity, consistency, focus, and learning, most especially learning. RoyalQ require you to acquire knowledge, more knowledge about it. But when it comes to a business like that, a lot of those scammer and Ponzi scheme influencer, they will not want to buy that idea. They always push most of their followers who are dumb as well to be running Ponzi scheme here and there, everywhere possible. You understand? Because they are looking for fast money, where they don't have to do anything. They don't have to attend Zoom meeting like we are doing on a daily basis. They don't have to put in any effort. And you see those kind of people, they will never get to dreamland. It's not a curse. It's just a bitter truth. There's no free money anywhere. There's no free money online. You have to put in the work. That is the bitter truth. You have to put in the work consistently by acquiring the knowledge, getting the necessary action on track on a daily basis, which is what we are doing as far back as 2021 till today. A lot of people don't have that courage, that confidence, that focus, that tenacity of what we have been doing for the past 3.5 years down the line. You understand? They run away. They run away. Now, some of them will now be coming back and telling us that maybe we are lucky. How can we say we are lucky? Lucky how? We have been here. We didn't live here for the past 3.5 years, going to 4 years by June now. And you are saying you say we are lucky. How on earth are we lucky? 365, 365 days in a year, going to 4 years, non-stop, on the same business that we know it has the fundamental futuristic of sustainable business being clear to us, and we stick by it. And you say you can't be patient. You want to roll in after Ponzi scheme. So the difference will be very clear. Somebody who is building something on something that we are building our house on solid rock, and the other person who is doing Ponzi scheme, who is building his own house on stone dust. You understand? Building their own house on nothing. So when the rain comes, started falling, those that build on solid rock, they will solely have peace of mind and rest of mind that no. We don't have to be panic, whatever no matter the wind or the storm, we are good to go. Because we build a viable business on a very strong platform, solid rock. And Ponzi scheme people, what? They come,
Thank
they
you so much.
You understand? So why am I saying this? Simply because we are in a members meeting. You understand? I believe we need to be saying this once in a while to open our eyes and stick with this business, to value what we have. Don't let anybody come and use fake to take this good from your hand. Don't let them come and use shiny objects to take away RoyalQ. It's a good. It has changed a lot of people's life. It has changed many of our life from nothing to something. You get it, but it has given us the kind of life we dream of. So, and I believe it is there for every one of us if we give it all it takes. And the sky is going to be our starting point. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alida. Take care. One of my contacts even messaged me today and said, "Oh, I quit RoyalQ. I gave up. How are you making it in this business?" And I'm like, "Me, I treat it like a business. I don't treat it like any other thing. It's my business." So let us thank you so much, Lida Keke. We need to learn to celebrate our small wins. I believe that Lida Keke was once at 10K. In fact, there was a time Lida Keke and Lida Obi made their first $500 in RoyalQ, and I believe that they were happy. So let us celebrate our small wins, and it is those small wins that makes a big win. So maybe a few months from now, few years from now, this my screen that I shared, it will not be the same again, you know.
Definitely.
It would have changed. So let us learn to celebrate our small wins. Just keep going. That's the truth. If you leave RoyalQ will still be here. Whether or not you are here, RoyalQ will still be here. So please learn. You need to learn. You need to learn. You need to learn. And it's not a hard work. It's not, I don't know why people feel like it's one serious thing. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. In fact, it's the most easiest and laziest business. RoyalQ is the most easiest and laziest business in this that I've seen. What's so hard in attending Zoom? What's so hard in maybe taking 1 hour of your time to learn a particular thing? And that's the thing. Once you know how to do it, nobody's going to take it away from you. Once you know how to set your margin call, if they wake you up at 1 a.m., say, "Come on, Alpha, I have $300. help me do settings for 300. Even if it's 1 a.m., you will do it. So thank you so much, KK. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out today, attending Zoom, learning. I believe that very soon, the market will smile, the bull run will kick in, and don't worry, we will all be in profit. I know a lot of us, our trades are slow right now, but don't worry about it. We will still get to the time where the market is going to go crazy and we all are going to smile. So that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. We have Prospect Zoom tomorrow. Please let us try and attend. Please invite your people to Prospect Zoom. I always say it, if you don't tell people about a good business, they will do a bad business. If you do not tell people about a good business, they will do a bad business. There's nothing you can do about it. So please learn to share RoyalQ. This is Leader KK's screen. He has made over $46,000. That's amazing. I mean, that's really massive. RoyalQ works, but you have to put in the work. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a money doubling. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It is a business that if you have built it. Your children will inherit it. If I tell you that KK now to sell me his robot now, he will not answer me. That KK will not sell this robot to me because it's priceless. It's a business that he has built. So thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye and good night. God bless. The Zoom recordings will be shared.
Thank you so much, Leader Share. Thank you, Leader.
Leader Florence, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night.